The leprechaun that I'm going to draw is going to have a big head. So we'll draw the head first. What shape should the head be? A circle. A circle. And before I do a body and all that, I'm going to go ahead and put the beard because the beard is going to overlap with the body. Actually, what shape are the ears? We'll put the ears first. Oh, let's see. I'm not exactly sure, so I'll curve at the bottom and like a triangle there. However you want to make your ears. If that triangle with the curve is too hard, you can make just a curve like this. So if I make a beard, the beard is going to be the same shape as the head, kind of extended. So go ahead and add that, and then we'll erase the face. So it's like we extended our face. And let's make like a kind of like line here. So now what shape is a nose? Think of a leprechaun nose. So you can make it like this if you want. And how about eyes? And how about a mouth? Will he be smiling? All right, so however you want to make the smile, you can make it closed. If you want to make it open, I put it inside the beard. So suddenly he has, and I'll even put a little bit of like a fuzzy circle around it. So if you want him to have an open mouth, you can. I'm just gonna make this a circle, my nose. It's becoming a circle anyway. So here's my beard. Here's the mouth. I put like a fuzzy space around there because you don't have to actually, but I just do because it shows that the beard doesn't grow right up to the lips. How about the body shape? Yeah, that's a good idea. So I'm gonna make my oval coming out behind him because he's sitting down. And you can make it bigger. Mine's gonna be more circular. I am making it small because I want my leprechaun to have a big head compared to his body. And let's jump back up here to a hat. How do we make a leprechaun hat? Like around the brim is like an oval. So here I have a partial oval going around his head. And I'm gonna erase this up here. So now we have like a part oval here. You could draw the whole oval if you want, and you erase the head. But the reason I erase this space is because you gotta make, is it a bump? What shape should we make the top of his head? Yeah, that's a good idea. So yeah, it's not like a witch's hat. It's not pointy. It's like a rectangle like this. Kind of. Is it taller? Is it more like a top hat? It's up to you. We'll make it like a top hat. And is there like a buckle on there? Yeah, so there's kind of like a belt shape like this. And I'm gonna make eyebrows. Do you want his eyebrows to look surprised? The eyebrows can show a lot of expression, so. So I'm making the eyebrows sort of kind of down, and I wonder if his face should be a little scrunchy, this one eye. So go ahead and make your eyes and eyebrows however you want. I just made mine kind of like he's like guarding. There you go. All right, and then can I get the shape of legs, but legs that would be sitting on something? Yeah, almost like a rainbow. Let's make a curved line here and a curved line here. So that's his knees, and then add a second curved line there, another curved line here. So as you see, he's got a big body, big head. How would we make boots? The shape of boots. Yeah, so you start out with the oval bottom, and if you want them to be boots, you could just add sort of like square on top of them. And then you could color them in or erase this part. On the boots, yeah, if you have room, mine is so small. I can add a tiny clover on the hat. I think I have a lot of space there. This is okay, so to make the boots, I also put tiny heels. So if you have space, you could add these buckles. I barely have space. But a clover, yeah, we could put a clover on the hat maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, put 4 circles together and a line. And how about arms? Will his arms be up waving maybe? Okay, so when somebody is like that, I gotta see what that looks like. It's like curved here and curved here. So this is a hard pose, but we could do it. So you start from the face. So the neck is there, we just can't see it, and we make a curve right there. And you start from the face and we curve this way and it curves up. This side will put a little bit of his hand tucked into his armpit right there. And on this side, we'll put a hint of his hand right here. We can't see his hands because he's like, don't come near this treasure. So if you want his shoulder to be higher, you can. I'm gonna make it a little higher. All right, so I'm also gonna put some decoration on his sleeves, make them darker. And it's hard to see what he's wearing. How do we make a belt? At least we can make a belt. Yeah, so we make a long rectangle belt, and then we add a square and a square. And if you want to color it in dark, you can. So you all at home have to decide, what is your leprechaun's name? Is his name Lucky? Is he friendly, but he's just the guardian of his gold? And how do we make like a pile of, he's going to be sitting, I think we thought he would be sitting on a pile of gold. How do we make it so, I mean, we could make all the little coins. What shape is the coin? Ovals and circles. So we could start making some coins underneath him. Instead of having to draw them all, we would just make kind of a blob shape to show that that's how many coins there are. But this just shows that there's so many coins that they're in the shape of this blob. And all of these coins are sitting in what? A pot. So how do we make a pot? Yeah, there is like a semicircle on top, but we can't see it since it's covered in all this gold. So this is a half of a semicircle right here. And I'm going to make it a little 3D. Let's make it bigger. Wow, I made so many coins that I would have to make my pot so big. He is protecting a very, very large pot of gold. I'm going to make the handle that's sort of on the side of the pot. Do you know what shape that is? Yeah, exactly. So if we put one of those here, we could put it here. This is like a handle, or you could put your handles, you could put them on the side like this. So go ahead, put some handles. And now we have this like leprechaun sitting on a bunch of coins. Can you help us with the rainbow? What shape is a rainbow? We're going to have just like, I don't have that much space, so we're going to put part of a rainbow coming in. Here's the curved rectangle, and the rest of it is off of my picture. We can't see. So one cool thing when you're coloring, if you want to color this at home, I'm going to try this. You could always color really lightly and pretend like it's kind of going over the character, the rainbow color. Like somehow he's inside the rainbow. What kind of scene comes to mind if the theme is lucky? And then, so it's like a whole scene of like a rainbow. If you want to throw a unicorn in there, I don't know why. What a great scene. Okay. So we need space. So how would we make it look like there's a big field? Is grass just straight lines? So what I will do is I will make a horizon line up top. I'll make a horizon line of grass up top. Ooh, this is not right here. So this is the horizon line. So here's a horizon line. And before we put any of the clovers in, let's put our characters in. And back in the horizon, you can add whatever you want, but let's put what's happening in front first. How about the leprechaun with his pot of gold? The leprechaun is pushing this, and somebody, either another leprechaun or the same leprechaun, put wheels on this thing to make it easier for the leprechaun to drag it across the grass. If you all want to put the wheels on, you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to. I'm even going to put a little bit of tracks in the grass. Oh yeah, leprechauns do. So I think they do make footprints. So can you tell me, how do I make it look like there is coins inside? Yeah, so they're kind of like flat ovals. So can you help me make the shape of a rainbow? Yeah, so we can have a rainbow in the background. And how do we make a shamrock for leaf clover? Do you know how? We just have to make 4 leaves, like you said. So 1, 2, 3, 4 next to each other, and a stem. So you can put one coming out of his hat. You could put them all over your picture. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can make them circles or semicircles. So if you want to have these everywhere in the grass, you can. How do we make a unicorn? How do we make the body of a unicorn? What shape would that be? Just an oval without those legs, but what shape were those legs? Yeah, so now we can add in the rectangles coming out. And I even add a little bump here because that's the thigh. So we have unicorn, body. How about a head? What shape is a head? We could make one long circle or a circle with another circle, you mean? And attach them. And then how do we make a neck? What lines should we use? Yeah, you could put an oval here and then just connect it and erase the lines. And what shape should the ears be? Yeah, it is a lot like that. Kind of like just pointy. And how about a tail? What shape is a tail? Exactly, a curvy line that sort of meets back. So, and sometimes their hair is curvy too. If you want to have hair, you can add hair. There's different types of hair. There's spiky hair, there's curvy hair. I'm going to put curvy hair. But I want to know, how do we make this this unicorn? Oh, we got to put a horn. What shape is the horn? Triangle on the top of this unicorn's head. What shape would his eyes and mouth look like? Yeah, he's like, huh? And his eyes are like, what? What's happening? So this is a surprise unicorn. And he even has nostrils here. But the point is, his mouth is like very surprised at what's happening. You can even, sometimes people do this in the comics, they put an exclamation point like, what? So this is a pretty good storyline. It's the end of the rainbow and a unicorn. But the unicorn is so surprised because this little dude is somehow stealing the pot of gold and put it on wheels to make it faster for him to get away. I like it. I'm gonna put some clouds here. So now you can go ahead and draw in the background elements you want to have. If you want clouds, you could put clouds. If you want hills back here, you could put hills. Hills are just curvy lines, really. If you don't want hills, if you want houses back there, you could do that too. All right, nice.
Wasn't that fun? And wasn't that simple and easy? Alright, so if you like that video, please hit the like button and hit the subscribe button so you won't miss out on any of our videos. We make videos every single week. And we have a special step-by-step guide for you in the link below. So go ahead and click the link below and download it, and we'll see you next time at Creativity School.